Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech, and in this video, I'll be showing you the most important tips and tricks for your Oppo F15. By the way guys, I'll be making a dedicated video for the best features where I'll be showing you all the features offered by this phone. So definitely check out that video, link will be in the description. Now with that said, first I want to start off with fingerprint animations. So this phone has an in-display fingerprint scanner and you can change fingerprint animations. This is the default animation. And whenever you use the fingerprint scanner, this is the animation that you get. If you want to change it, this is what you need to do. Go to settings, then select fingerprint again, enter your password, and we have animation style. From here we can change the fingerprint animation, and let's try this one. You just need to select it, and when you try it next time, you can see the new animation. So that's the new fingerprint animation. Next we have unimportant notifications. Now these are my notifications. Now I can mark notifications from few applications and mark them as unimportant. For example, I'll do it for YouTube. Just slide it and select settings. Now select set as unimportant. Once you do that, next time you go to the notification area, you won't find notifications from YouTube over here. To check out the unimportant notifications, click this button over here. Now you can see all the unimportant notifications. This is not a major feature, but it's a cool feature to keep your notification bar much more cleaner. Next, I'm going to show you some important camera related features. So this is the camera interface for the rear camera. By default, it's in the photo mode. This phone has a 48 megapixel camera, but by default, it only takes 12 megapixel pictures. So if you want to take a 48 megapixel picture, this is what you need to do. Go to settings, then select photo ratio, then select 48 MP. And once you do that, you can take a 48 megapixel picture. If you're in this mode, you can see 48 MP over here. Next, this phone also comes with a wide angle camera. So if you want to use the wide angle camera, you need to use this toggle over here. And now we are using the wide angle camera. Just a quick difference between the wide angle camera and the primary camera. So this picture is taken using the primary camera and this one is using the wide angle camera. So there's definitely a huge difference. In the same way, even while you're recording video, we can record video either with the primary camera or by using this toggle, we can also record video using the wide angle camera. Next, this phone also has a feature called Chroma Boost. Once you enable it, it makes colors look a bit more saturated and images look much more pleasing. You can try out using this feature. So this is a picture taken using the Chroma Boost mode, and next, this is a picture taken using normal mode. And here's a quick preview. So the reds and greens are much more saturated or popping out in this particular image. So that's the Chroma Boost mode. Once again, back to video recording. If you want to change the video resolution, you can do it from here. Just go to settings, then scroll down, select video resolution. From here you can change the video resolution. Now besides that, you also have the nightscape mode or a dedicated night mode to take better pictures in low lighting conditions. But it only works for rear camera, there is no night mode for selfies. Next, we also have the time-lapse mode and slow motion, so you can access it from here. Next, let's remove some bloatware. Now, these are some of the applications that come pre-installed. You might not need most of these applications, so if that's the case, uninstall them as soon as possible. Next, I'm going to show you how you can disable lock screen magazine. First, here's a quick preview of the lock screen, and every time you lock your phone or every time you come to the lock screen, we see a different wallpaper. Some people like it, some people don't, especially I personally don't like it. So if you're like me and if you want to disable it, this is how you can disable it from settings. And now here's the lock screen once again, and no matter how many times you come to the lock screen, we will have a fixed wallpaper. Next, I'm going to show you some camera gestures. First we have touch. Once you enable this feature, we can take a picture by just touching the preview screen. It works for both the rear camera and even for selfies. Next, we have the palm gesture, which only works for the front camera, and it's great for taking selfies. Just enable it and then show your palm to the front camera, and your phone will take a picture in just 2 seconds. And here's a quick preview of that once again. Next, I'm going to show you different navigation gestures. First, we have a gesture called swipe up from both sides, and once you enable this feature, navigation bar is hidden and now you can just swipe from the bottom of the screen to go home, you can swipe and hold for recent apps. And finally, to go back a step, you can swipe from the left side or right side. You also get a pretty cool animation. Overall, these gestures are great, but they don't work all that well. Next, we have swipe up gestures. Once you enable this feature, you can swipe from the bottom of the screen to go home, swipe and hold for recent apps, and finally, you can swipe from the bottom left corner or right corner to go back a step. Next, we have a new 2-button navigation bar based on Android Pie. But this is not recommended as it doesn't work properly. Next, I'm going to show you how to trigger Google Assistant with the power button. Just enable this toggle and now press and hold the power button to trigger Google Assistant. If you press and hold the power button longer, we will see the power options. If you are using navigation gestures, this is pretty useful. Next, we have some important screen off gestures. We have things like double tap to wake. We can also draw a note to open the camera application. Next, we can draw a V to turn on the flash. We also have more like music controls and custom shortcuts, but most of the time, I just draw V to turn on the flash. And to turn it off, we can press the power button. Next, we have a pretty cool shortcut to start or open split screen mode. This feature is enabled by default. Just make sure this particular toggle is enabled, and if it is enabled, you can just swipe up using 3 fingers to open the current application in a split screen mode. Now this is an Oppo phone, it's not like other phones, so some of the applications will not support this feature. With that said, most of the applications, especially third-party applications, do support split screen mode. Next, I'm going to show you how to record calls automatically on your phone. For that, go to settings just by clicking that button, and now select call recording. And make sure you enable this particular toggle. And once it is enabled, all the calls will be recorded automatically on your phone. Now this feature is available in India but might not be available in other countries. So if you can't find this feature on your phone, try using a third-party application. Next, I'm going to show you digital well-being. Now this is a feature from Google and you can find it in settings. This feature analyzes your phone's usage and gives you a complete report. It shows you how many times you've unlocked your phone, how many notifications you've got, how much time you're using your phone, and which apps you're using the most. So with all this information, you can know your usage and you can also limit your usage using this feature, which is a pretty cool thing. So let's say if you don't want to watch videos on YouTube for more than 1 hour in a day, we can put up such restrictions using this feature. Next, we have wind down. This is another feature from Google, which will help you sleep faster at night. Using this feature, we can schedule our phone to turn on grayscale mode and do not disturb mode automatically at a specific time. This is something I would definitely recommend you to try. Next, I'm going to show you how you can change your default apps, whether you want to change your default launcher, default browser or anything. For that, we need to first go to settings. Once you're in settings, select app management, then select default apps. Now from this page, you can change your default launcher, default SMS application, browser and so on. I would definitely recommend you to change your default browser to Google Chrome. Next, I'm going to show you how to display the battery percentage on the status bar. For that, go to settings, then select notification and status bar, and then enable this toggle. Once you do that, we can see the battery percentage on the status bar. In the same way, if you want to see the network usage on the status bar, enable this toggle. Next, I'm going to show you how to display the RAM information on the recent apps page. For that, go to settings, then select additional settings, and now enable this toggle. Once you do that, we can see the RAM or memory information in the recent apps page. Next, I'm going to show you how to take a screenshot. Now there's an easy way to do that. You just have to press the volume down and power button both at the same time, and your phone will take a screenshot. Just like that. It works everywhere and you just have to press these 2 buttons at once and it really works. Now for some reason, if that's a bit hard for you, we also have the 3-finger screenshot gesture. Just go to settings and just enable this toggle. And once you do that, you can swipe down using 3 fingers to take a screenshot. Here's a quick preview. Once again, it also works everywhere. Just swipe down using 3 fingers and you'll get a screenshot. Next, I'm going to show you how to stop applications from automatically restarting in the background. For that, you need to first open Phone Manager. You can find it on the home screen or in your app drawer. Once you open it up, select Privacy Permissions, then select Startup Manager. Now from this page, we can start or stop applications from automatically restarting in the background. Personally, I'll enable this toggle for apps like Truecaller, WhatsApp or Instagram and disable it for everything else. So guys, these are the most important tips and tricks for your phone. If I missed out on anything important, do let me know by commenting below this video and definitely check out my video on best features. Link will be in the description. Now with that said, if you're planning to buy this phone, please use the link in the description. It always helps the channel. If you want us to make any specific video, tweet out to us with the hashtag AskGreedyTech on Twitter and we will try to make it as soon as possible. I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day.